This video concerns our new Z-axis touch-off module and the parameters that link it with an MP2 pendant. Now, the new touch-off module has two parameters that are of concern to the MP2. Because during the Z-axis touch-off operation, the pendant sets your Z-axis DRO to the height of this ZTO, we have to store in the MP2 pendant not only the height of the ZTO or the ZTO module, but also whether you're using millimeters or inches. Now, there's a label on the end of each one of these ZTOs which, measured at the factory, is the precise height in both millimeters and inches of this particular module. Now, let me be clear here. If you purchased the ZTO and MP2 as a combo pair, which we have a special going till the end of 2009, then all this is done for you at the factory. There's nothing for you to do other than use the unit. If you also have purchased and sent in your MP1 to be upgraded to accept a ZTO unit, then that is also done at the factory. The only reason this video is here is in case one, you change from your unit of measure that you're going to use, millimeter or inches, to the other, or for some reason like if you replace your brass touch plate for some reason on your ZTO and the height changes, you want to reflect that in the MP2 pendant. Now, as I said earlier, there is a label on the end of the ZTO unit which has been factory measured to a particular height. That height is around 1.5 inches or 38.0 millimeters. This particular unit we're going to set is a height of 1.497 inches or 38.02 millimeters. On the back side of the MP2 or your MP1, if you've had it upgraded, is also a label. Now, this is the height that we've registered into the pendant. It is defaulted to an inches measurement of 1.5 inches or a millimeter measurement of 38.0. And this will be filled out if you have a matching set. Now, this is where we can keep this information. It can be changed at any time, and you do it through a procedure I'm about to show you. Okay, now we're going to set the MP2 to be using millimeters instead of inches. The pendant's shipped defaulted with inches unless you specified us otherwise. The pendant showing a disabled flashing red light. We're going to unplug, which I've got here in my hand, the USB adapter which powers the pendant down. We're going to hold down the stop key, the stop button. When you power it back up, you'll notice that the left LED is blinking. The left LED says that we are in inches mode. By pressing the joystick button once, it will move to the right, which is millimeter mode. Now, we're going to save that millimeter mode, and we do it by pressing the green start key to save what you've changed. If you decided you didn't want to do it, and we can do that, you can push the red stop button and the status LED will flash red saying you canceled the operation. Notice that flashing LED. So we did not change it. I'm going to re-plug it back in, holding the stop button. The lights come up. Notice that it didn't change. We're in the inches mode. We're going to change it to millimeters, which shows the right one flashing. And we're going to press the green start button, which then the green status LED will flash saying we took that operation. And then we go to a disable mode. We are now set in millimeter mode. Now that we're set in millimeter mode, we're going to set the height of that Z touch-off in the MP2. So that it will know that when the ZTO operation is finished, it can set the Z-axis DRO to what our Z touch-off has done. Our Z touch-off is 1.497 inches. So I'm going to take and power the MP2 down, hold the pause button, and power it up. When I do, you'll see the two LEDs at the top come on. Now we're ready to set that. That number is reflected every time we change it or increment it in the DRO on the mock screen. So I'm going to zoom into that. Get here so you can see the ZDRO. And every time I increment the joystick, you'll notice the number changes to 38.11, 38.12. Actually, we want to go the other direction, so we step it slowly. 38.11. Once more down, 38.10. This is a slow process, but it's only done once. And like I said before, if you order this as a combination, it's done for you. We're going to set the thing to 3802. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 3802. Now this is what we want to set it to, so we now press the start button to accept this change, or the stop button to cancel the change. We're going to hit the start button. When we do, it will put it one more time on the screen to show that we made that change, and the green status light flashes. So we're now set for millimeters and 3802 in the MP2. Now, to show you the procedure again, we're going to actually set this MP2 back to inches and store the inch number. Now, in the MP2, both the inch and the millimeter number are set in storage. There is no conversion. So if you set one, you can't assume the other is calculated. They are both set differently. To set the MP2 to inches, the inch number, you have to be in inch mode, and to set the millimeter number, you have to be in millimeter mode. However, most of us don't use both things. And like I said once before, these are set the factory if you order them as a combination. So, now I'm going to power down the MP2. I'm going to press the stop button and hold it and power up. And if you notice, we have a blinking right light which says we're in millimeter mode. We're now going to be pushing the button down to put us into inch mode. Once we've done that, we press the start button. The light will flash green in the little status light, showing that we took the change, and the pendant goes back to disable mode. Now to set that inch number, I'm going to zoom in to show you the DRO, and we're going to set this inch number to 1.497. So if I can get this thing here showing you the DRO. Okay, we're going to take and power off the pendant. We're going to hold the pause key down. We're going to power the pendant back up. And when we do, we get two green lights there. We're also going to show you, let me zoom in a little bit more to show you a little bit better, the Z-axis DRO. And when we step this thing, this joystick, we'll notice that it changes to 1.501. We're going to go down from that. That was the number that was stored in there. Stepping it down, it's 1.500, 1.499, 98, 1.497. If you see that in the DRO. When we decided that that's the number we want, we press the green start button, which flashes the green light and puts the 1.497 in our DRO again. We're now set for inches and a Z touch-off module height of 1.497. That's all.